Welcome to all of viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Ubong Usoro. A quick reminder, Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. The Nigerian Armed Forces have witnessed a major transition in leadership as the outgoing Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa officially handed over to his successor, General Olusegun Oluyode. The ceremony, which took place at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja, marked the beginning of a new phase in the country's military leadership. A correspondent's report.
The brief but symbolic handover ceremony brought together senior military officers, defense chiefs, and top government officials. In his farewell remarks, the outgoing Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the opportunity to serve and commended officers and men of the armed forces for their dedication, loyalty, and professionalism. He highlighted the collective achievements of his tenure, including improved interagency coordination, enhanced troop welfare, and strengthened counter-insurgency operations, while urging continued unity and commitment to the security of the nation.
And for the peace and unity of our great nation, I will definitely miss you all, but I remain with you all in spirit. The journey continues, the mission endures, the duty never ends. Thank you for the honor of a lifetime. Long live the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Long live President. Goodbye and thank you very much.
In his acceptance speech, the new Chief of Defense Staff, General Olusegun Oluyode, pledged to build on the foundation led by his predecessor. He assured Nigerians of the military's unwavering commitment to national peace, unity, and territorial integrity. General Oluyode emphasized the importance of intelligence sharing, technology-driven operations, and joint task force collaboration in addressing Nigeria's evolving security challenges.
Under my leadership, the Defense Headquarters will continue to advocate for improved welfare, housing, medical support, and training opportunities for personnel and their families. We shall also invest in the moral and psychological well-being of our troops, ensuring that the sacrifices are recognized and rewarded.
The handover ceremony ended with a formal signing of documents and a symbolic transfer of command, marking a new chapter in the leadership of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Ubong Usoro, reporting for Global Television.
The federal government has commenced the disbursement of funds under the Tertiary Institution Staff Support Fund designed to strengthen staff welfare, institutional productivity and innovation across Nigeria's tertiary education system. This is contained in a statement made in Abuja by the Director of Press and Public Relations, Federal Ministry of Education, Folasade Gberiwo. Folasade, while quoting the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, on the milestone, said the welfare was an initiative of President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, Lawrence Ewadjokpo, has filed a suit at the Federal High Court in Abuja against the Bayelsa State House of Assembly over an alleged plan to impeach him. He alleged that members of the Assembly were under pressure to remove him from office because he refused to resign from the People's Democratic Party, the platform which he and Governor Doyo Diri were elected. While Governor Diri recently resigned from the PDP, the Deputy Governor has remained in the party. Kebbi State government has dismissed viral reports alleging the existence of a secret airstrip in Arugugu, purportedly used for smuggling cocaine into the country. At a joint press briefing held with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency at the Cabinet Office in Birni Kebbi, the State Commissioner for Information and Culture, Yakubu Ahmed, described the report as false, baseless, and malicious. He said the story was fabricated using artificial intelligence technology to mislead the public and tarnish the reputation of the people of Kebbi State. Senate has confirmed the nomination of Bernard Doro as the minister after a screening in plenary in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu had last week sent his name to the Senate in accordance with the provision of Section 14, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Topsy Gimba has details.
During the screening, Duro, who hails from Plateau State, used the opportunity to outline his vision for fostering an inclusive humanitarian ecosystem in the country. He promised to create a humanitarian ecosystem that is inclusive, guided by impartiality and independence.
I intend to, contribute my quota to the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President by transferring the different experiences to help even in policy crafting and implementation so that the lives of Nigerians can be bettered.
After a few questions, senators expressed satisfaction with his credentials and capacity to serve. With his confirmation, Duro will now have the vacant position of Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, previously occupied by the current chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Nentawe Yel. Adjournment of the plenary. 2. Enable lawmakers to attend the inauguration of the service chiefs at the State House in Abuja.
The Senate, in the Committee of the Whole, considered the request of Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, for the confirmation of Dr. Bernard Mohamed Duru for appointment as a Minister of the Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The nominee answered questions from distinguished senators on a number of topical issues, and thereafter the committee approved the nomination of Dr. Bernard Mohamed Duru as a Minister of the Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The plenary was adjourned to Tuesday next week. Topsy Gimba, reporting for Global Television News.
Benue State government has shut down a privately owned mortuary in Bogolo, Okpoko local government area after some community youth defied public health regulation by forcefully placing the remains of a confirmed Lassa fever patient in the facility. The Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Dr. Paul Okwoche, disclosed that he led a team comprising senior health officials and security personnel to Okpoko and Ogbadibo local government to restore calm and curb possible transmission of the disease following the mortuary's closure. According to Ogoche, the deceased, a 54-year-old woman from Ogbadibo, had died at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital Makurdi, where laboratory tests confirmed she had been infected with Lassa fever. As Nigerians gear up for the Anambra governorship election on November the 8th, a major technological breakthrough is said to redefine how elections results are reported. SoftSmart Enterprise Solution has unveiled an AI-driven electoral results platform that promises real-time transparency and instant updates across broadcast and digital channels. Our correspondent Sadia Yakubu now reports.
For the first time in Nigerians' electoral history, election night coverage will be powered by artificial intelligence delivering verified results in real time. Managing Director of SoftSmart Enterprise Solutions, Charles Goriola Yakubu, says the system will automatically read and upload official result sheet to a secure database within seconds. Instant displaying outcomes on the live television dashboards and online scoreboards as they appear on INEC's IREF portal.
What we're here to do today is first to introduce you to a breakthrough technology that our company developed. For the first time on Saturday, by the grace of God, we will tell you, we will project who will win that election by 8-9 as a result of this our technology. You don't need to have your agent in the polling units. All you need is subscribe to our system and your party headquarters, right? And monitor the elections.
Yakubu explains that each result form is processed in under 30 seconds with over 95% accuracy, compressing what used to take days into mere moments. He says the innovation is designed to restore public confidence by making result collation transparent, visible, and verifiable, reducing post-election disputes and tensions. The AI platform also integrates interactive storytelling tools, allowing anchors and analysts to showcase candidate profiles, party histories, and public highlights, turning raw data into compelling insight for viewers. Beyond live results, the system includes an electoral night analytics, mirroring international broadcast standards, and giving Nigerians not just numbers, but context, empowering informed commentary and trust in electoral reporting. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
Lagos State government, in collaboration with the federal government, has cautioned public servants and youth against illegal migration and human trafficking, urging them to explore opportunities within Nigeria rather than risk their lives abroad. The appeal was made during a sensitization program themed Partnership for Protection, Safeguarding Public Servants Against Trafficking and Unsafe Migration, held at the Adeyemi Burial Auditorium, Alausa, in Ikeja. Organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Social Duties and Intergovernmental Relations in collaboration with key federal agencies. The initiative aimed to raise awareness about the dangers of human trafficking and unsafe migration among civil servants and young Nigerians. You're watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, Cameroon's opposition leader alleges abduction of family members. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please do stay with us. In business, the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, has said the proposed 5% fuel surcharge tax will not be implemented until there is a significant improvement in key economic indicators, particularly an appreciation of the naira or a fall in global crude oil prices. Speaking at the Haulage and Logistics Magazine Conference and Exhibition in Lagos, he noted that while the surcharge is a sound policy designed to fund road maintenance, introducing it now would worsen the financial strain on Nigerians. According to him, the surcharge, which was first introduced under the ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo administration, was intended to dedicate parts of the fuel revenues to road repairs, 40% of federal roads and 60% for states and local government roads. On the foreign scene, a United States judge has jailed 2 men for 25 years each for a plot allegedly hatched in Tehran to kill Iranian-American journalist Masih Alidia. Rafat Amirov and Polan Omarov, both members of an Eastern European criminal gang, orchestrated a failed plot to assassinate campaigner reporter Aleoja. Uyi Agbomofuegbe completes the report.
According to the Justice Department, the jailed men, members of the Eastern European Crime Network, were contracted by Ruhollah Benghazi, identified as a brigadier general in Iran's Revolutionary Guards, and other members of his network to murder Alinjad. Speaking outside the Manhattan courthouse following the sentencing, Alinjad, who brandished a sunflower, said she was nervous but empowered to speak the truth.
This is the dream that millions of Iranians are fighting. They want to have justice. That's why I want to say this is a historical day. I grew up in a small village in Iran where I was brainwashed with alongside millions of schoolgirls, schoolboys, to chant death to America. How ironic. The same country, America, gave me second life.
She also made a strong case for undemocratic countries to be held to account over the illegal acts they perpetrate.
The killers were from Russia, and that sent a signal to the US government that the Russian government, Chinese government, Venezuelan government, Iranian government, they all work together. Unfortunately, dictators are more united than democratic countries. And that's a sign. The sentencing should be a sign for all democratic countries to take transnational repression serious.
The 49-year-old Alinjad, one of the most prominent dissident campaigners against Iranian authorities, for years has pushed for the abolition of the obligatory headscarf in an Iran under the banner of My Stealthy Freedom, having left Iran in 2009. Uyi Agbomofuegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
Cameroonian opposition leader Issa Chiroma Bakary has accused the government of orchestrating a campaign of repression and targeted abduction following the disputed October the 12th presidential election, which he claimed to have won. Chiroma alleged that 2 members of his family and his personal chef were kidnapped in Gaura on Wednesday night. To sports now. The Nigeria Judo Federation has joined the global judo community in commemorating this year's World Judo Day with a fitness work and advocacy campaign in Abuja. The event, which was held at the Old Parade Ground, highlighted the values of peace, unity, and discipline, key principles that define the sport. Aneta Patrick now reports.
It was a colorful display of sportsmanship and community engagement as judokas marched through parts of Abuja to mark World Judo Day 2025. Each year, October 28th, is specifically set aside to celebrate the life and legacy of judo founder Professor Jigoro Kano. This year's theme, Peace, resonates deeply with Nigeria's social landscape. President of the Nigerian Judo Federation, Dr. Musa Oshodi, urged Nigerians to embrace peace and mutual understanding as the foundation for national development. Represented by the Secretary General of the Federation, Jude Atta, he encouraged judokas to uphold the core values of respect, discipline, and togetherness both on and off the mat. He added that judo is not only a sport, but a way of life, teaching humility, courage, and cooperation.
Because ever since he came in as the president of this country, he has not just revamped sports, he has tried to reposition sports, and we are ready to key in to support our own way to make sure judo in the next Olympics will be there fully. That is our aim and target.
The event also featured training drills and demonstrations symbolizing the role of judo in strengthening harmony within communities. Meanwhile, the president assured that the federation remains committed to advancing the sport across states and nurturing champions who represent Nigeria proudly on the global stage. Aneta Patrick, reporting for Global TV News.
And that's it on Midday News. A quick reminder, Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms, now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. I am Ubon Usoro. Bye for now.